Two.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another beautiful episode of the New Breed Pod. And today we're having a special edition. It's International Women's Day coming up very soon. So we thought, why not? If not, why not? We have a talk show about women, and I believe that it's going to be I believe it's going to be fun. I believe that we're going to enjoy ourselves today. All right, so before we dive into the topic for today, I'm going to let my beautiful guests introduce themselves. From my let's not left be this. From my left.
Okay, guys. Hello. My name is Oluwafemi Elizabeth, and it's nice to be here.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Akuna Nwamba, and it's so nice to be here.
Hi, my name is Ernest Osadolo. I'm happy to be here.
You are not smiling. You don't seem happy.
Serious?
You did something. You said let me talk to my girls here, so I'm in my own world.
No.
I'm in my own world. Let's go now.
I'm not guilty of the charges that have been put against me. As you can see, he's the only man in our midst.
So why was I not included on the introduction?
I said I have
You are
beautiful
included.
people now.
People, I had ladies before now. I had girls.
No.
Okay, ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents,
Yes.
welcome to the New Breed Pod.
Are you
And
happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy, honestly.
Okay.
all right, so let's dive into it. So should I give you people soft questions first or hard question?
Solved.
Soft. Okay, let's go soft. All right. So let me just start with this one. What do you think are the stereotypes that men have towards women? And I'm going to start with you, Apostle, because you're the only man in our midst, So let's hear the stereotypes that you yourself have had about women.
Okay, I know all of these things, they are all set up, but I will respond. Just look at the studio now. I'm only the guy here. So one of the things I know we have towards women is they talk too much.
Wow.
They talk too much. And it is them, you will find out that they will have one shoe inside their bag. And they will be putting one on. So by the time they are about to get into the place where they are going, they will dust their leg and start wearing the one they prepare from home. So there is a lot of complication. Even the Bible says we should live with them in wisdom.
Hi.
So I think those are the few things. Even if, for example, they are even the animal kind of gender, female, they talk. God did not use the he as to speak. He used the woman as to speak. Because this is the fact. So even when they are dunking, as they still speak, their mouth, they can't close it. You understand? So those are the little stereotypes I notice about women,
Apostle.
Unlike slander.
That's not true.
Apostle, I I know you now.
I for
Just give you one chicken like this.
swear.
Okay, Lisa, what do you have to say? Because at this point, I am weak.
His stereotypes are not even stereotypes. Yes.
They are slanders.
They are just like, exactly, they are slanders. And I would say slanders for some people's personality. We're women, we don't have one personality. You understand? If you say stereotype, I mean, like, the stereotype for a woman is she always wants to look good, never to be caught unfresh. Like, she's very conscious of herself. Obviously, there might be a mirror in her bag, lip gloss, yes, powder, maybe.
I am vindicated at last.
The aspect of the shoe, the slippers thing that he talked about, not all of us do it, yes, not all of us.
Those
I
are
mean, if you have your car, come on, like...
I mean, our ladies that have their car.
Yeah,
How far?
you not want to be carrying slippers about. And which other one did you mention?
I think they talk
They
too
talk
much.
too much.
Yeah.
I don't think we talk too much. We are very expressive, yes. As a woman, it's good to be very expressive. But these days, women are so busy that they don't even have time to talk. I feel like that era was the olden days where women were not really empowered. So they didn't have lots to do. They just had a lot of time to talk and gossip. We have men that talk more than women. We have men that gossip. We have men that talk too much. In fact, we see them online. The very dark one. I'm not going to mention it, but no, there are some men that talk too much.
So before you continue, so we have a comment here from Ayodeji Ajaguna. He said, "Opposed to the Lord is with us. Women are unique in nature and personality differs. I could not agree any less with you, Mr. Ayodeji. I cite you. Oh my God. Thank you for your comment."
Hello, DJ. If you know, you know.
So, guys, keep your comments coming in. Let's interact with each other. You know, it's a live show. Let's hear also what you have to say. So, Femi, do you have anything to say?
Well, one of the stereotypes I know both the male gender and the female gender, men and women, can agree on is that women will like money. Yes or yes?
Yes, we have needs.
Millionaire, the cash, chopping and spending the cash.
I think we
there is
have
no
needs.
mercy for
Who doesn't have
money.
needs?
Our needs like supersedes that of the men.
Really?
So I think that's why, yes, we have more
What do
needs.
men just pay school fees and
No, like assuming someone like him now, a single guy, what are his needs compared to my need?
Such as the bone straight, the...
No, maintenance.
What is what are you maintaining, first of all?
the beauty?
Wait, man!
What are you saying?
Ask her.
I'm a woman behind a guy's name, so I'll
One
sit
thing
on the
I've ever
fence.
noticed about women is that they are always self-centered people. Women, they are good and they are...
Not so good.
Not that they are not too good. Don't say not too good. They are good, but they like this adoration. They like adornment, praising themselves and all of that.
Well, Apostle, don't you praise yourself?
So, see, there is an extreme that women are doing this thing to, sometimes when you see the way they do these things, you'll be wondering, like, can we keep it on a very moderate
We
size?
will not keep it on a very
Talk to
moderate
me
We are
size.
directly. What are you
exploiting
It's
saying?
even biblical
Yeah.
for a woman to be adorned. Go and read your Bible very well. What are
Is
the
this
Testaments?
adornment or
Adore.
Adore and everything as far as adore, anything
I'm not
that
saying
ends
it
it.
shouldn't be, but we are taking it to an extreme. That's what I'm
How?
saying.
How so?
How?
How so?
Honestly.
How
okay,
so?
look at the BB whatever.
BBL.
Call it
No, that's
it.
different.
We do BBL.
That's different.
We are naturalistas here.
To be honest, to be honest. To be honest ourselves, all of these things, they want to add eyelashes, they want to add to God's creation. They want to put eye lens or whatever they call it. They want to put enlarge their ears. Some want to cut off their nose and all these things. Okay, sometimes I will see some ladies, they will put more than 10 earrings on
Men are
one
doing
ear.
it also. I've
What
seen
is
men
all
doing
these things?
that.
Eh?
So.
I'm not saying we should. The women should not look good. Of course, they should. They are beautiful. In fact, they are like flowers. Now,
They are like, we are flowers. Apostle, mind your speech. Apostle,
they are like
we will kick you out of here now.
they are like rose.
I want to actually
So
say
what I'm
something.
saying is that we are taking it extreme. I mean, the other gender, the female, they are taking this thing extreme. That is why somebody will go and spend millions of naira doing BBL for what now?
Okay, so I want to say.
But
For what?
but does
Let's
that?
be honest?
But I mean, in the aspect of stereotype, that means you are what you're trying to say is
It's not all women now.
yeah.
No.
women that have-
I'm not saying all women
Okay.
per se. Like we have 49 points, I think 74% of female in the world.
statistics.
Yeah, the statistics. We have almost 50% of women.
They've done BBL.
No,
No,
BBL. Like
In the
generally
world.
in the world.
Okay.
Do you get? But we are taking things out of hand beyond who. See, God creates women natural beauty, to be honest. So I think we taking it to extreme, we are trying to oppose the beauty that God have already given to you naturally. And to be honest, that will not be the reason why other gender will be attracted to you.
Okay.
A sensible gender.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
Because you did BBA, that I will not say this girl, oh, it's good for me and all of that. It will tell when you are old.
So we are speaking on
Stereotypes.
women in general.
Yeah,
That's
like-
what I'm saying now. Women in general, I'm saying this.
It's not all women that do
we don't-
BBL.
we didn't do
okay,
BBL.
Yeah, it's natural. It's God's
hold on.
gift.
We have 50% of women, I'm like female in the world generally,
Yes.
statistically. But I can tell you that with all of these things that is going on, we have like 20-25% they are
natural
doing it.
So Apostle, you have a
Okay,
supporter.
what is real? What is real in your
25 is a
body?
lot.
Your hair is not real. Your hair is not real. What is real in your body? See, you can't gang up against me.
Okay, you have shot us. You shot the arrow.
You are
But we
broken
still
the
have
table.
sisters that are so natural.
Of course, we have.
So what would you say is their what is the stereotype of
That
those kind
people
of
still
sisters?
have with
Yes.
about natural sisters.
Okay, for the natural sisters, I think this is where I will also come to the other gender, which are the male.
Okay.
We are in the world where when you do the positive, they say you are overdo it. But that does not mean people don't overdo it. Now, when you do the negative, they say, why with this person? Is it because, okay, for example, now let's come to the Christian level now. You see some lady, they are too religious to the level where they just leave themselves. Ladies, they just leave themselves like that. They are speaking in tongues, thank God for their life. And a lot of things going on with them. You can see them, you are not even attractive to them. You are not, they are just dried and all of that. Do you get? These people, they feel that, okay, being natural, they can do whatever, maybe somebody can be attracted to them and all of that. You understand? But yet, the men still criticize them. So I'm not against you being, doing whatever you want to do, but I'm only against doing the extreme. Okay. But I believe women, naturally, they are naturally beautiful, to be honest.
Okay, so
if we are doing extraordinary, then let it be on a moderate side.
okay. Let me show you something. Say for example, now there is this stereotype that people have about women. Let me show you one. That women always smell good. Do you agree with that? Women always smell good.
Okay, there is nothing like some women. They just say women.
Yes. That's like a general stereotype. Women always smell good. Do you agree?
Not all women.
Can we go to the next? Because
So, you see
I'm
that-
getting so confused
Me too.
with the whole stereotype thing.
Okay.
Like,
All women like the color pink. Do you agree with that?
I will say yes,
No.
but not all women.
it's a stereotype.
No, it's a
Yes.
And I feel like they already started it from when we were little.
I think I
No,
have
I
a
think
pink
it's
sweater. They say
societal.
maybe I've
I think
joined
it's
the other
society
side.
trying
Yes.
to,
But so I don't think that should be.
They'll
itemize
say
what
blue is
a
for
girl
boy
should like and what
and
a
pink
boy
is
Who
should
for
said?
girl.
Who
Who
said?
made it so?
Society.
So it's not good.
Who started it?
Pink
These
is
are
for
just
girls.
blue
But you know the
things
thing is that I
that
always say
society
something.
just develops.
Right. I
And
always
we
say
accept.
I always say something that when I have my female child, I'll dress them in different colors. Because the fact that you're imposing one certain color on the child, what if the child grows up and doesn't like me now? My favorite color is black.
Okay, but please let's be careful with that different
But I
colors
still
now
love
because we
pink.
have some kind of different colors. Right?
LGBTQ.
Of course, rainbow color.
So we
That's
need.
honestly.
So
All
we
right,
need-
all right.
We need to know
Let's-
what we are talking about.
All right, let's go to the next question. It's not even really a question, it's a phrase, and I want you to speak on it. The rise of women is not about the fall of men.
It's not, or it's about the fall
It's
of men.
not,
It's
about the fall of men.
I think this should be a for and against motion.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you are
But-
for the rise of women is not about the fall of men, raise your hand.
I raise my hand, but I'm not a woman, you know.
I raise my hand.
I support.
Listen, I
We're the
don't
Women's Week.
I don't see your
so
hand. Listen,
I'm not raising my hand.
I think
because
this statement
I have
is
an opposing.
Yes. My own view about it is you say fall of men. Do we have fall of men presently now in our society? I'll say yes. We have the fall of men. We have men that have turned to gay. You understand? We have more men doing crazy things. And then we have women that are standing on their own. I feel like the rise of women have led to, maybe partially led to something like that.
No, I don't agree with that.
You know why? When a woman was not empowered, when she was basically a housewife, when she was just there, the men were men. Men were so responsible. Men were doing a lot. And the woman knew her place that, okay, I'll just be here. You understand? He is the man. He has to face everything. He has to go ahead. So now, women empowerment, women were given the power to control themselves, to control their minds, to make decisions for themselves. Now every woman is empowered out there, doing what they want to do. They don't even depend on any man. So when a man sees that, or when a boy grows up to see his mother being that firm and you understand? He will just, I don't know, probably assume another part of himself and just be so relaxed. You get? So I think that
I will oppose that. I rather say it's the fall of men that led to the rise of women, because I believe when the you're saying the rise of women actually led to the fall.
Okay.
Because
okay.
women rose, men fell. I think it's because men fell, women rose. So now let us even start this empowerment. Let's trace it back to the early 19th or modern century.
Yeah.
After the wars and everything, a lot of men died. So women had to take over. Women were not in engineering, women were not in those things, doing things. But when a lot of men were taken to the war, some died, some could not come back. So that was when women started getting introduced, getting integrated into these things.
I would say
that's
okay.
when this career, whatever, started. And secondly, let us look at the responsibilities of men presently now. We can see if I say I have somebody now.
You always have somebody.
I'm serious. Let us look at the responsibilities of men now to the society, to the family first, because family is the smallest unit of the society. What are they doing in their family? Let us even take that for example. Now, when a man fails to do his or her duty, that is when the woman takes over and she assumes that role. So I will end up saying it is the fall of a man that allows the woman to actually rise up. When, for example, it's just like how our parents do. Maybe your mom tells you to do something and you keep procrastinating. When she says that you don't do it, what does she do? She will do it by herself. So I think that is what I will not agree. I think it's actually because when men fail to do their duties, and now some are even now getting relaxed because women are now doing it.
I think the history you gave, I don't know where it's dated. I don't know where you got your history from. And I don't know the story. Because one thing with women empowerment, right? For the story you gave, probably it was for a particular country or a particular area, you understand, nation or whatever. But the one I understand is the women didn't have voices. Women were subdued. Women were like, we didn't have rights. You understand? So the voice of, people started advocating for, we need women to speak up for themselves. Women, we shouldn't kill our women.
Of course.
We shouldn't do all of that. You understand? So all of those things bettered the feminists and the feminism group and all of that. So it wasn't that because some of the men died that made women to now fill in the shoes. You understand? A man will not have to die for a woman to
Step
feel that there are women that there are women that they've lost their husbands. And still they cannot fit in that shoe. You understand? So I think it's the aspect of when a woman is being like shushed, when she's being deprived, you understand, when power is taken away from her, and then when someone comes to tell her that, see, you have as much right as this person, you are a human being. So when they keep telling them those things, that's when they start rising. And when the women started rising, when they started understanding themselves and started rising, that was when the men too, they felt insecure, understand, insecurities, and then some of them decided to just.
Okay, I'm not basically saying because the men actually died. How many of them actually went to war? I'm just saying that's just one of many factors. The one you also said too is the same. Those are the things that actually birthed feminism in the earlier stage, the first wave of feminism. Look at it. That's those are actually the
Yeah.
reasons why. But at the same time, I won't say it's because women rose, that's why men fall. I'm saying because men fail to take, or let me say, that's another factor. If you can look at the sense of it. When men fail to do their duties, that is when the woman actually ascertain or assume that role and she performs it. Like what you said, of course, those days women were used as they were shoes, they just go inside as the baby making machine or whatever. When they come back, in fact, they even use as trophy to some other people for so many different things. What you said is actually right. At the same time, there were also female empowerment back then too. Like the warriors, if you look at Africa, so many things happened back there too. You understand? I was still reading about the Dahomey warriors and the rest, and we have so many, the Moremis, so many. So at the same time, okay, we have Jaja for a man, is also a warrior. Now we have Moremi.
We have
Queen Amina, very good. So these are also people. So what happens to the men then? You understand?
Apostle.
So I think that is
Apostle,
when the man fails to do his duty, that's when the woman assumes the role.
Okay, Apostle, what do you have to say about this? The rise of a woman or the rise of women is not about the fall of men.
I feel like a husband here.
Apostle, I'm coming.
I don't know, you can judge me, but I feel no, the rise of a woman is what?
It's not about the fall of a man.
Of course it's not. The rise of a woman is not about the fall of man because we are created equally. So
you agree that there's a fall of man?
I partially agree. Don't force agreement on me. I partially agree because there is
men are failing.
Yeah.
Say your full chest.
No, I must be diplomatic about it because
you're a man.
Not because I'm a man, but because the percent of men who are still standing is still higher than the women that are doing things currently.
Okay, yes. You have a point.
Is that true?
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I want to say here is that the men have actually for some time they have left the area of their responsibility. Why? Because of insecurity towards the women. Because of the insecurity towards the women, because of threatening from the women. For example, in class, can we be honest here?
Yeah.
In class, before you can choose a man that this person is very intelligent, I think women will come. They might equally come first, if I'm not mistaken. They might likely come first before you now say, okay, this guy, this one. So what am I saying? Men have left the area of their responsibility. I just said it because of insecurity and because of threatening from another gender. Because they feel that, yeah.
So meaning that, my own point is what he's trying to say. So because we started rising, because we started finding ourselves.
If we
started declining.
If we
do you understand?
If we look at it from this perspective, first of all, we came from one God. We were created. Do you understand? So I think we are still the people that also enlighten the women. Also, we are still the same gender that enlighten the women, and so that we were thinking that we were trying to push them so that they can also do something to support our responsibility, but not knowing that we are giving them an open door for them to become pompous. So the only thing I will say here is that the women, they are actually doing well in the society, but in other hands, the rate in which women are also approaching responsibility in this our time is really, really bad. It's bad, honestly. The way in which our women are responding to things now is bad because they feel, I have my money, so no man can come and do this and do that. So they want to be a lord.
It's not women.
You guys made it that we were all like
they
under
want
your
to be
mercy.
lord over women.
You understand?
And we broke
This is what happened in Corinthian church. in 1 Corinthians 14, verse
Yes.
34. He said, everything that woman want to learn, let it learn it from the husband. That they shouldn't speak in church. Not because they were non-creation of God, not because they were not created, not because they are not supposed to speak, but there were some certain attitude that was common among them.
Such as?
They would just go and do something out there, sleep around and all of that, do some clubbing and all of that. So when they come to church, they want to prophesy. They want to do a lot of this. That was the reason why Paul said, allow the women not to speak in the church. Do you understand? So even if they give you the opportunity, they empower you to do something.
Yeah.
But have this in mind. Okunjo Iweala have a husband. And
Wait,
yes,
So
he
wait,
still
are you
give-
saying that?
he still give
Sorry,
that,
Apostle.
that
Respect.
respect to the husband.
Exactly.
But the one we have now, they have learned it. They now escalate it that I am that I am.
Are you saying that
Hey.
the women in the Corinthian church,
He said
It
they
was
were
their
teaching her they're going to
husbands.
club. How did you know?
it was their husbands that
What?
pushed them
Okay.
to become
What
the way they were? Like, it was their husbands that gave them the power.
No. I'm not saying their husband, but I'm only saying that it was a law that Paul made in church because of their lifestyle.
Well, yes, they had a particular kind of lifestyle.
Yes.
Okay.
It was more like, let me say, the Real Housewives of the Corinth. You understand?
Okay.
So something like, and you know how pompous, how they want to dress elegantly.
Yeah.
They are coming to church. Maybe somebody is carrying their trail, the distraction and all of that. So we don't have those kind of women this time around. Those women were housewives. And a housewife is someone that is not even empowered. It's someone that has enough time on her own to gossip, to do whatever she wants to do.
Right.
But now we're talking about our women right now. We are well empowered.
No.
We work. We create things. We have businesses. We own
Nobody
things.
is doubting
You understand?
that. Of
So,
course you do.
this kind of present age women, do you think that, I feel it's because of us that the men feel threatened, and
I
because of
think
us,
so.
they decline in their responsibilities.
Actually, like,
That's what I said.
what's his name?
Ajaguna said
Yeah.
something like
Inability to do
he said
something.
inability to provide for their woman, cultural bias and prejudice. Maybe it can be the fall of a man.
Because I feel like, let me even say something. I feel like in this world, the sky is big enough for everyone. And this rise of women, I feel like if truly you're a man, you should not feel threatened that a woman is beginning to find her voice. Oh, now she can speak for herself. Now she wants to have something doing for herself. Now she doesn't want to be spoken down on or be pulled down.
Pull down.
You should not feel threatened. You are not less of a man. You're even more of a man to even support her.
Exactly.
So it's just weird for me when I see that, oh, men are feeling threatened. What does she feel like? You are, because you have bought G-Wagon, you feel like you have arrived. Bro, why so threatened, bro?
Yeah, I
You
think
gotta calm down, bro. Life is
Well,
not that
let's even
deep.
talk about, let's talk
On the
about the
truth.
spiritual aspect also. Spiritual aspect. In the days of old, the Bible, God was speaking through men. God was, why? Because the men took that position. They took that, they were ahead. So this present day, God wants to speak to a lot of men, but they
they're
are not
ahead.
interested. So the women, if you go to churches, you see the population of women are more than the men. So now the women are doing the things that the men are supposed
wait, hold
to
on.
do.
Are we agreeing that you're blaming the rise of you are blaming the fall of the men because the women are rising? Is that what you're saying?
I think they both go hand in hand. My point and your point is the same. It goes hand in hand. It's like the coin, back and
Okay.
front. You
See,
understand?
let me
So,
say this.
The
One-
men are not assuming responsibilities, both spiritually, even in their homes.
That is what I said earlier.
Imagine a man will be telling you, she has to be, hope the lady is spiritual, hope the lady
Yeah,
wants to-
like they said
hope
that
say
day, she
sabi
must pray.
But what
What
about
about
you?
you?
They
You're
can't
supposed
pray.
to
They're
be
not
the
supposed
prayer.
to pray.
Prayer
to be honest,
cover.
you
Be
know,
waiting the
I
color.
said this when I ministered one time ago. I said, you shouldn't say the woman is praying for you. if you are claiming the head, then you
War
should
room.
stand out to
Thank
be
you.
the head.
In prayer.
That's what I'm saying. Because they will say, this my wife can pray, is praying for me, oh, he's doing that one, oh, he's doing that one.
She's the cover.
Have you prayed for her?
She's the cover of the family.
So this is the fact.
It's
Look
war
at
room.
Jacob, look at Abraham, they pray for their wives.
For a man to
That
say
is
the
it.
woman is the cover of the family, he
So,
has given her that.
Now
So,
that's
and
power.
again, because
doesn't want to do
enlightenment
anything.
has come to us, we are exposed now to knowledge. We are no longer restricted. I think other religion will now write. I grew up in some part of the north. They will write Bashiga, no entry. They just put some persons inside the room and they are there. Only then go and buy something in the market. Only then go and drive car. Only go and so all of these things. I think it's a old traditional kind of way of living. So I won't support that, but empower whoever he wants to empower and don't feel threatened. And you that is being empowered, you should also know that this is still the head of the family. But that does not lay down your ego. Look at Deborah. It was used in the Bible.
Judge.
Look at Esther. It was used in the Bible.
Of course.
Look at Joanna. It was used in the Bible. And many of them like that, I can keep naming Martha, Mary. They were used in the Bible. Coming to this dispensation, look at Kachikuma. There is nobody that goes through this earth ministerially without having an encounter with the word of Kachikuma. Do you understand? So we should know when to step up. We should know when to also be humble. A woman told the husband to keep quiet in court. Yeah, I read a story like that 2 years ago. He said, keep quiet in court. There is no husbandship there. That is...
She's in the place of you know,
Do you understand?
power,
So
yes.
these are the things that the men are threatening about. Like, how can this woman tell me to sit down?
Now my wife
Of
be that
course,
too.
I remember someone
There is a
writing.
way. If you are in,
on
if
social
you are in
media,
your,
she
if you are in your
said-
throne, you are in chamber. Then respect the authority.
Right.
If not your wife, but respect the authority.
Right.
So that is what I
Well,
can
like
say.
you said, maybe it's the old way of thinking, and I think some men are actually threatened because this feminine or women empowerment now is looking as if they are challenging the only thing they know how to do. Maybe just the way of taking care of finances, and there's no other value they themselves they can add as a man. Because I remember reading something one time like that. They said some men are poor. The only thing they've got is money.
Some men are poor,
The only thing they got is money.
so
apart
having money
from-
doesn't make you rich.
Yeah, so apart from the money that they can
Yeah.
give, what other thing can a woman derive from you? How can you maintain your value? How can you maintain your respect in the face of a woman? So those are the things that I think they may be making
Some,
their
like, men should
ego,
look
their
into.
manliness, or their like what you say,
To
their
be-
masculinity.
To be
feel
honest, if you want
challenged.
to be a head, you
You
must
understand?
stand hard.
So that is just it for me.
If you want to be a head, this is the fact. You must stand hard.
What's standing hard?
To stand hard is to make sure that there are some things that even when she see it, like, do you know there are some people you work with, let's remove husband, whatever now. Maybe as a man, it's like, I've learned so much from this person actually.
Yeah.
Like, you can appreciate it that this person, he have a lot in him. So that is what I mean. Not just stand out, but stand hard. You must make sure that in all ramifications, you are, women, they just want you to say something. Add to what they have in their head. Drop money aside. I told somebody a few days ago, I said, minus your anointing, your fire, whatever, what is your humanity? What can you present? Drop other things. See, the most common thing now is money. Having the money, having house, having cars. Beyond these things,
What else do you
what
have?
can you add to this brain of that woman that is given to you?
Well, that is why they feel threatened, because a woman can provide all those things for themselves now.
So if anybody is feeling threatened from my gender, then stand out and stand hard.
Okay.
You heard from the horse's
Okay.
mouth.
Apostle drops my
So this brings me to like my next question. Let's go to the church now. We see that it's harder for women to become, say, head pastors, or to like they have to climb higher levels, like need to go, like their race is longer than that of the man. For a man, once they're like, oh, okay, we can make him assistant or provincial or area or whatever. But before they can make a woman that kind of pastor, it takes. Why do we think it's like that? Like, what is the problem?
I sincerely don't know what the problem is, because I've even seen someone back in Nigeria. He made a statement. He said he cannot go to a church where a woman will lay hands on him. So I don't know.
From my own point of view, is a wrong mentality. And again, where you also grew from in your Christian journey shouldn't be used to judge other denomination thereabout. So, like, thank God for our mommy Rccg. She's a woman. They have laid hands on me and have prayed for me by the grace of God. But if you now feel that a woman shouldn't pray for you, shouldn't lay hands on you, you have spiritual pride.
Jehovah.
You hear that?
I concur.
And for example, you have a church, and this woman is well dedicated, is strong in everything that she's doing there, and you know that, okay, she knows the in and out of how things have been done. You know, you can't just give people to someone because you feel that, let me empower the women. And you know that, okay, this person know what he's doing. Then what you should do, feast her in a place where she can make use of what she have. Katikuma were having men under him that were pastors, that were ministers. Those days, even any campus I schooled, I normally raised fellowships. And by the grace of God, they grew to men like 500, 200 members, students that come to fellowship. When I leave, like 3 fellowships I've risen like that. Those out of those 3, 2 were the leaders. I hand over those to the women 2, and the other one is a man. So is your segregation, spiritual segregation, 1, spiritual pride, 2, and you don't want to be giving, opportunity to other people so that they will not say, why are you giving woman? So we should flush our brain, honestly, because these people, they are on earth, where they were created alongside with us. In fact, God did not told Adam, this is what she's called. He said, he woke up and he said, woman. It came from us, from our ribs. Why are you?
I'm laughing.
Honestly.
Okay.
If others are preaching that women are not created, it's up to them. But me, I will say the truth.
Okay, to add to what you said, I think another reason why is, I think maybe the perception, and women are supposed to be subjugated according to the Bible, maybe in terms of being submissive, and men taking the lead. So I think one way or the other, it has taken into an unconscious attitude of men, in the spiritual, let's say in the Christian setting. I think
it's still in the Old Testament.
Yeah, that
right?
That is still what is still fueling.
Sorry guys, wait, there's a very funny comment here. He said Eve should not have eaten the apple. Ladies, she shouldn't have. That's one of the reasons why women can't be trusted or fully entrusted with authority, as they can easily be played. Now, Joko, the person that wrote this comment, I didn't mean that. I held my gun. I could have shoot you.
Proceed to shoot.
Oh my God, but maybe reason not true. If to say if not chop that apple,
Adam said follow chop the apple. So what is it?
Our brain, they like fish.
No. Don't give them the upper hand. Stay strong, ladies.
It's true.
By the way, Alem Holder said the shading on this board is blinding me. Baby, you will not be blinded in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And why do we have one man on this podcast and women in their beauties?
Because it's Women's Day edition.
Thank you so much. we do appreciate the comment. So please
Keep it coming.
Yeah,
keep
like
it
I was
coming.
saying. So I think that is the reason why they don't, give
in the Old
that.
Testament, right? That's where people still have this religion inside of them.
They
The
didn't read their
women-
Bible then.
There was no
women-
Bible
Because I
then.
can name plenty women that
The
did
women were not really
things.
allowed to do much because they were seen as unclean.
Even
especially
they
when
are
your-
talking
your
about
period.
Queen Esther. Queen Esther still has to wait for the husband to say, "Come." Why will I be waiting for my husband? Abba, now. If you are my
Feminist.
husband, no, it's not a matter of feminist. Abba, why will I still be waiting
A
like
king is not an ordinary
We
man.
know he's a king. We know. She's
Was it
a
not what
queen.
Vashti did that made him
No,
remove
no,
her?
no. That was not what Vashti did. They were having a.
No, you are
whatever,
giving
and
the attitude of what
it's not-
Vashti
I'm not giving the
did.
attitude. I'm
You said,
just
why would
saying.
he?
I'm just saying. I'm not giving the attitude of Vashti.
That was what Vashti
Vashti
did.
refused to come out.
She was like,
to
why
him.
would he
Do you know what he required? Do you know what he
She
requested
come and
Vashti
dance
to do?
now.
To come and dance.
Entertain
Are you
the
not
guests.
entertain the guests? Are you not disrespecting your wife? You say your wife should just come and dance and entertain the
come on,
You
Dave.
to see now.
For her to
Shake
You
be
to
your
see
body.
now.
beautiful, we wanted
In
them
the
to see
olden
her
days, women were
beauty.
not respected, so that was what played out. I'm so sorry if I sound like Vashti, but
No,
that
no,
is
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
opinion.
just saying, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's true. Let's
I'm
be
sorry.
realistic. with
women
this
were
thing.
not what?
Yeah, women were not okay. Shout out to Deborah and the rest.
Shout out to you,
Shout out to
You are-
and the rest, and the
You
rest.
are saying women were
No,
not respected.
yes,
in the
because
olden
as a
days.
They
husband,
were
why
not
will you call your
valued.
wife to come and be dancing? You are
No,
drinking.
if you read
hold on.
that part
You are
of the
drinking
Bible,
with your friends,
right?
you are
If you read
calling
that
your
part,
wife
it
to
said
come
she
and.
was so beautiful, like there was nobody as good
So?
for her. So he wanted her to come
Come
out
and
in her beauty for them to admire
To
her.
admire. When
It
they
was
were
something
drinking.
of, oh, I see my woman, like I'm so proud of her. I want them to see, that pride.
Another way,
Eh,
another.
eh.
but
Yeah,
if
that's
that,
it,
but
still.
if not that one, you for tell her say make
She
she
was
just
like-
sit down.
When you say make
Close
they
to
dance.
you.
Eh, eh,
No,
that's
read
why
it
I-
very well now. She was like,
I've read
no.
that part very well.
Ah,
Because
will
one
not
time I was
come
there,
out.
like,
Auntie what you call her?
Vashti.
Auntie Vashti, you say if you
Tell me,
dance.
say no, no.
She know dance, she know
No,
dance,
she
but now why they come
Ah,
out?
okay.
Now that they removed that.
imagine.
Good. I not read my Bible reach that side yet. We are still doing Bible in what 9 months. I've been at 6 months.
But don't we help all of us? But to be very honest, I think if you as a man, if you set up a good standard that you can be learned from, I don't think, let me say, if we have 50% of women in the world, I don't think 30% will take you for granted. Honestly. Yeah, because women always want a way where they can be drawing from. Not just money. Put money aside. They always want a place where, as in, when
Just
you
want
sit
a
down,
safe place.
when you
that's
sit
all.
down like this, and maybe your husband is talking, you are like, wow.
Now you're getting it.
Do you understand? Now, I know behind the camera we also have someone, but he's intimidated anyway. But to be very honest, we have been under the leadership of women. That is why I said you can't say they have not been respected. It's just that when they are not standing up, maybe they are timid or something, or maybe they are threatened by whatever, and they decide to stay on their share. But those who came out, like Queen Mary in England,
Okay.
you see, he conquered many places, colonized them. Woman, power.
I'm telling you.
How about Queen Elizabeth? He came, conquered everywhere. And everybody today, half of the nation, they are speaking English. It was not done by man. It was done by woman.
You have a point.
I don't want to mention the other one that is here, that is on it currently now. What have we done? So, do you understand? So these are the things. He said,
shade intended.
I back former president. Patient.
Patience.
You were not told to. So all this
They were not
thing-
involved.
you were not informed to. So I'm just, please, it's a joke. I'm sorry.
All jokes, all jokes.
Please, let's turn our standards.
All right, let me go to this next question. body image and media influence. We see these days, we see that there's a standard. And for me, I even feel like it's problematic, because there are certain, like, say for example, in the what's the people that used to sell house? Real estate. Hey,
Industry.
Jesus.
Insurance, banking industry.
Like, you have to, because I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and he was like, "Sure, you don't see say you just open anybody where they say house, you'll first see nyash. Like, you see slim waist, they have a certain profile. Like, this whole body image and
For women.
yeah, for women, like, because I feel like it's even slowly affecting our men, because you hardly, maybe they are the owner of the company, or they are managing, they have to, but this whole body image, like, women need to look a certain way, and it's even becoming a problem, because even though you don't want to do it, you'll be forced. If I want shop, I feel like that's why so many women do this BBL.
Yeah, I think
Because that's the standard now. If you not get nyash, if you don't have slim waist, even people that are selling get
Guido and waist trainers.
You see that the people that are influencing it already have.
They've done.
My sister, my get belle. Like, it doesn't make sense. So where does this spring from? Like,
I think it started with being objectification of women.
Yeah.
Women are seen as objects.
Sex objects.
That's why I will call names. This guy, what's that guy that also have this thing in Nigeria that is causing problem with body?
Nedu.
If you look at his so-called skits, especially when he's assuming the role of him being an Hausa guy, his skits are crazy. I'm so sorry. I love this other skit guy too, Macaroni too. He objectifies women in his skits. Nedu, you objectify women in your skits. With my full chest. So all these things are what plays out. I remember when I was still in Nigeria, I actually worked in real estate. Not for long, because obviously I don't even like talking to anybody. And I'm not sure if I even closed anything. Okay, I think I closed one or two though. And insurance. Now, when we were all there, all of us, when they start giving us this, we all ladies, believe me, we all fine ladies. Tall, slim, even though I was big then, but I was still I'm beautiful, I know. But the thing is that they now keep, sending. Why maybe then it might be maybe it was genuine, okay. But lately, some of my friends that are still there, one was telling me that, what am I even saying? I was trying to talk to someone, and then the next thing was, okay, come to my hotel, come to this, come to that. So I think it's the objectification of women by men.
Yeah.
So that is why they are trying to sell something to them. So that's why if you look at a video of maybe somebody is giving you a tour of the house, the camera is on the back side of the woman.
It's not on the house.
The camera is on the back side. So trying to say, get the house and get this free. So you understand? That is actually what they are selling, because the men are weird. I'm so sorry to say. Not them say the men. Some men actually
Are weird.
Because they are beautiful, responsible, wonderful men out there who are responsible. So some men are aware that the percentage is actually quite high. So that is what they are trying to, they are selling to them, and they need their money. And since these people have objectified women, so that is why they are doing this. Now with the women too, some of us are now having this in our subconsciousness that is making us have low self-esteem about our bodies. When we see our friends who are actually naturally endowed, and we see maybe they're actually getting these things because obviously, whoa, look at that fine ass. Damn, it bangs, it slaps, and you feel, okay, you want to have something like this too, because if you are getting this fine girl, there's a word for it. Fine girl, something like, maybe you're just a fine girl, somebody give you money.
Oh, fine girl privilege.
Fine girl privilege. You end up doing something like that. My brother was telling me all the girls in Lekki now, all of them have pillow behind their back. But I will just stop there. Let another person continue.
But to be honest, I will put it from the foundation, looking at the family. Now,
It's not my family.
there are people who are disciplined that they don't allow the society, because even at this point where these things are common, there are people who have decided not to do it. This is true, because I know in this generation it's abnormal to be normal. If you are normal in this generation, you are seen to be abnormal.
Yeah.
But in spite of these things that are happening, there are people who are still being raised to a standard of no compromise. Honestly, I went through a lot of places where I have opportunity to compromise to do a lot of things. Honestly, I was exposed to a lot of things, but I keep it to myself not to. So one thing you have to know is that what you open up yourself to, that you accept, becomes you. Look at Razor Blade.
Apostle.
Do you remember Razor Blade? Raps, or what they call it?
Razor, yeah.
You
Razor.
see the picture that is there?
Lion.
Which lion?
Now woman did it now.
Yes, now.
Now woman did it now.
Of
They don't come out the lion face.
Which lion? There is one is a blade I can remember.
It's a woman's face.
Draw a lady there who is putting on pants and all of those things.
How does it correlate?
Huh?
How does Razor Blade now?
Yeah, how does it? So the thing here is that I will say whether people are compromising with their community or the society is influencing them, and they decide to say, let me do it and all of that. But do you know, for example, if a man is actually looking or requesting for that from a lady, for example, I'm just making an example, and they say, I like you, do this or do that. One thing you have to consider is your life.
Can I say something?
Put your life
please?
in
Can I say
consideration
something?
first.
The way he's explaining it now makes it look like, oh, you are walking on the street. Remember we had a conversation in one of our sisters' meeting. You're walking on the street and a married man is approaching you. Is it your fault?
Yeah.
It's not your fault. See, I have been in a situation where they told me, you are fine. You are even fine. Go and stay in the front desk. When they see you, more men will come. So me, will you say because I allowed or because maybe I didn't have a hand in it? Just like what she said, men have already objectified a woman. Whether you do BBL or not, they already objectify
But
us. So they know that they will use a woman to sell market.
That is why.
Can I read this comment?
That is why I said that.
Read this comment.
Oh my gosh.
Yash is life.
Oh Lord.
That's the new reality. Yash, BBL, etc. has destroyed many lives, careers, homes, and ministry. We are in a Yash generation, oh. Obanla said, may God have mercy on us.
Do you know that this
Olaika Esther said, Yash generation. And then Mr. Shaibu said, it's business now. Get Yash and you are set for life. Instagram, TikTok, and social media has helped to indoctrinate these things.
Yes.
Some use BBL to build their self-esteem.
Yeah.
True that.
That is very true.
Have you realized that the men that objectify that BBL, they are now the ones now saying
The ones natural.
that it mustn't be big nyash, you
And I
understand?
feel like it's also a phase because before this BBL of a thing came, everybody was fine.
It was fairness.
But
It was light
fairness
skin.
are being skinny.
Light
Because
skin.
even in the movie industry, Apostle, let me shock you, in the movie industry, if you watch some movies, you will not see, it will be very, very hard for you to see a dark skin.
Yeah. It was
It was
Fair ladies.
yes.
And then that's when organic cream started
That
coming.
came out.
Everybody became, there's one
Wash,
Yoruba
white
actress, Apostle. If you see her before, and if you see her now, she's basically white. And now they're using her. You even hear some producers say they pop more on screen. If you're light skin, you pop more.
Yeah.
All for what?
All for the views.
For the
men.
views, for
All
the
for the views,
acceptance of
for their
the men in the
pockets.
society.
For their what?
For their pockets.
And that's what I want to
Because
hear. one thing
At the
is
same time, acceptance.
when we do
Yeah.
when we
Acceptance.
do things, when we do things, you see, we want to trend one. We want to be accepted two. Do you understand? And we also want to also gain money, not considering how the old time will be, not considering what will happen to me, what will happen to my body.
You are speaking to the men, not speaking to the women.
Whether the men or the women
Okay.
is the same thing.
But many people don't even think like this. Many
Okay.
people don't think about the future.
Okay, now that is why I'm speaking of the future now. They don't think about it. My brain is thinking about it. Now look at it. I work in cosmetics in the hospital.
Yeah.
I know some stupid people who are from my gender who also come and do some things in the hospital, right? Now, do you know on our condition, we also tell you what the condition will be?
Yeah.
Do you understand what
And
I'm
you feel
saying?
that you.
This is the fact. We also put it on the form and say, so age, you are not allowed to do this and this. Why will you just gain acceptance now,
And
gain
not
relevance
consider-
now,
and not
gain crowd
consider
now, make
the
money
future.
now, and at the end of the day, you are nothing to be used of? Is people having sense at all? Look at Michael Johnson. How he was created. Was it okay?
It was okay.
But he keep doing it, until he get to the last layer.
Is it
Until
you
he
that
get to
knows
the
first?
last layer of his skin. You see now, I'm even mistaken now. Whether how do you understand? Until he get to the last layer of his skin. What happened? He died. 52 years old. He died at the age of 52.
I would say for Michael Jackson, is that era was when racism was
There. So that's what
And
I'm saying.
actually, they said he
That's
had
what I'm saying. It's
vitiligo
still
too.
acceptance.
That's what I'm
Yeah, he
saying
had
now.
that
He had
Must we
vitiligo.
engage ourselves into that
That's what I'm saying. It's still
and destroy
acceptance.
our
Acceptance.
time we are supposed to live well?
no, sir.
Honestly, I won't consider that because of it's compromise.
As far
But you see, the thing is, Apostle, whether we like it or not, there's some people that their families train them to be disciplined.
That is the fact.
But then they go into this society because we cannot live outside the society. At the end of the day,
What do you call it?
we cannot live
Even
outside the society.
society.
We need to work, don't we? We need to go and apply for jobs. You need to go and apply, whether you are a freelancer, you need to apply for something, or you want to work on your own. You want to get someone to work for you. Now, first of all, the first thing you would think is my business. What is moving now? Okay, let's say for example, I want to start selling makeup. I'm not going to look for someone that has pimples all over their face. I'm going to look for someone with decent skin. Because why? It will
stay on
bring
market.
out my work more,
true.
so that people can get it. Same goes to people that have BBL, or they've done nose, or they've done something on their face. Brands will see them and say, this person is a good fit for our brand. If she wears our product, or if she uses our product, it's going to sit well on her.
That is it.
You make your money, they make their own money. But the people that do not have these things, should they go and kill themselves? You see, people, dark skinned people, they have to hustle. They'll be sitting there for small roles. Passers by.
Yeah.
Just come and do 1, 2 pass.
When we are looking at the area of I'm not disputing that fact. Are you understanding me? Of course, we are on earth. We are not a spirit. Do you get? But that's why I said, what did you call it? Society or community. There are segment of people that matches your class. Do you know if you put it online now, we have the most like if you type it on Google now, the most black lady or the most dark lady, like I don't know how to put it down, that is beautiful, natural is there. Is that true?
It's true.
Yeah.
So if, for example, we are looking at the other side, let's also come to the natural ones.
I mean, actually, there are some brands now
So
that,
I'm not saying
that are helping
I'm not saying that
dark
if
skinned
you
people now.
Because
I will
of
not go to the
society
extreme.
now they are challenging.
I know there is money in it. I will not go to the extreme where and discomfort my life.
But opposed
That's
to they will
some people.
discomfort
So that I
themselves
can
and
be
make millions.
accepted.
Let me quickly take this.
It sounds weird.
I'm supposed to
Honestly.
wait. Let me quickly take this comment. Yansh, not brain, is making money in our world today. That's the reality. People don't care about the future. Shake Yansh online and make millions with deals and endorsements. That we have the BB, all those people. At the same time, you see, it boils down to like what you said. You're very
People
right.
who can make things natural, they still make money, big money out of it. To be honest. They do things natural and they still make big money out of
But
it.
what's the percentage opposed to? How you're talking about?
What percentage? It's just like what percentage? Okay, it's just like, for example, now somebody say he wants to be rich, and God forbid, he sacrifice maybe 7 people, for example. Do you get? Will you still be richer than Dangote?
Wait, go
Say
back.
it again.
Maybe somebody said he wants to be rich, for example. Then because of that, he go to extra mile.
Blood money.
Yes. And do the sacrifice of like maybe 7 people. Will you still be richer than Bill Gates?
It's not possible now.
Did you try it?
From wait now, from movies.
Will you still be,
Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
My neck
I don't know.
Okay, check the ritualist that we
Actually, most of all these nations, they don't get money.
do you understand? So how bad the ritualist?
That's right.
They are not among the 10 richest people, even in their community.
Okay, I have another comment here. It says BBL is a personal thing. Not all women do it for money. Okay, low self-esteem can allow somebody
Low
to do it.
self-esteem, exactly. Yeah.
Now, for some of us that have
Actually, yes, because I think this girl, what's her name? Kim.
No, you can't.
What's this girl? This BBL girl. Chloe.
BBN.
She
Dr.
said
Nayosi
she said it that when she was really slim that she didn't really like herself.
Sorry.
That is it.
So she went ahead and did it, and then now she feels better.
Of course, and we have some people that
She
say
got
they
lots
love
of endorsements.
Afterwards,
And then some of her colleagues.
She didn't feel well.
You know, there's a
Honestly,
recent
sir, that is
colleague
perversion.
of
Let's be
BBN.
honest with this.
BBN that
It's
just did her
perversion.
BBL.
You didn't feel well.
Chichi.
really, she just
Yeah,
did
she
it.
just did a BBL. So because you know her senior colleagues they've done and now they have like lots of deals.
You get
they're
one
buying
person for
cars.
BBL, say, when we say she dey
So
shade
she has
people
done
wey
hers.
do BBL. Now she don't dey wear.
Padded
She
butt.
don't dey wear padded yarn. My sister choose a
If
hustle.
somebody that do BBL, if somebody that did BBL,
This is our word today.
he cannot sit right now here as here is hot.
How the fat go dey melt.
See, I'm telling you the truth.
He's a doctor. He knows what he's saying.
No,
This is the fact.
Yes, sir.
it's a plastic.
You can't sit here.
He's a surgeon.
You have to open the
No, I
window.
think nurse anesthesia.
Oh my god. Are you an anesthesiologist?
I work in a
Yes.
department like that.
Stop looking at me like that.
So, to be honest, there are some
If you are
things you
trying
also
to,
consider
don't
your
do
life.
Yeah.
No matter the money, no matter the fame, no matter what you want to have.
Yeah.
You know this Bam.
Yeah, she did.
She did a mommy makeover.
makeover.
And in her video, because she documented everything, she was like,
How
oh
you guys
no.
even keeping up with all these people?
No,
I mean,
my sister, you
Tell me,
need to be
where
up
that
to
we
date.
go?
So
There are actresses and actors that we know, popular, they have money, but they didn't do this thing to their body.
Wait, somebody said BBL in Africa is to make money, while BBL in developed countries are for self-esteem. Olayinka Esther is just giving us laughing emoji. Laugh enough
Like
finish
the other
where
day,
you are.
somebody in US, I think was he a guy or a lady, I don't know. He said that the world don't like him, that nobody likes him. So because of that, he cut his finger, he cut his tongue, so that he can gain pity from people.
Are you kidding?
Hey.
Perversion everywhere. We are in a generation that is perverted. Honestly.
you cut Lisa.
So you can get self-pity.
Yeah, so that
pity
how-
from people.
you come and say, I'm sorry, oh, what happened?
No, that one, there's something wrong with that,
That
person.
exactly.
It's
I
a
think it's
process,
a
my
mental. I think it's a
Love,
mental.
maybe
Oh,
they
my
didn't
sister
give
is
a lot of
process.
love.
It's process, my sister.
Oh.
Yeah, it's process.
So from there, he will graduate to something else.
Something else, of course.
Actually, like
It's
there's one
process.
person
That one
that
is there, that one.
tattooed, that literally turned himself into a dragon, I been a one animal. Like
okay, I remember.
he said because when
I
he was
remember.
nobody noticed him. But now
imagine
that
that?
animal is
Even the
that's-
piercings, I've
I
seen
remember.
someone too.
On faces.
Everywhere,
the whole
covered with
face.
piercings.
What are we doing now?
Tattoo. Yeah.
It's people that did not grow up with love.
So what is saying?
Something missing.
BBL for me are in stages. It's just like gastric sleeve. Talk about worry picking.
No,
but
hers is
gastrics,
different.
That's
no,
different.
that one is
She
different.
had
Though she had
health
a health
issues.
issues, exactly.
She had to.
And then she didn't remove it and put because she
Yes.
already has. So she just
Leave that story. Just these people are just trying to trying to pack up something.
Let's go to the last question for today. Gender balance is not only a women's issue but also spreads into the economy.
gender balance.
That, I don't understand.
Like the same way we have gender inequality for women,
Yeah.
I feel like we still have the same for men. Do you agree or not?
It's true.
He should speak on that
It's
so that
true.
we know
Because there are
I think-
some
Women
things
privilege.
or some work
Men don't have.
that you want to go into. They will say we don't need a man here. We don't need a man here. So we don't-
Example.
Example.
Kindergarten job.
For example, now there is a tag already. They say midwifey. You hardly see men in that school.
You want to come and be looking?
Don't they have male guy name?
Gynecologists. There are male gynaes now.
But
Yes.
the
No,
most
no,
women
no,
are
no,
not
no, midwife.
comfortable.
No,
No, they
what-
mid men.
Why
Mid husband.
Wait. Let me say this now.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's already tagged like a school, like midwifery school. So, because of that, we feel men like women, like, although it's a knowledge, right? But we like, no,
We cannot go.
I cannot go in there.
As
you
a
know.
man, you're a midwife.
So,
Mid husband.
yeah, so something like that. And there are some other works I can't really picture now that honestly, if you are a man, you can't be part of that.
Say for example, even PA jobs. How many male PAs have
we
you
have
seen?
male
We
PAs
have a
now.
lot.
Male PA,
Yes, now.
Yes.
personal assistant that be traveling with
Of
Oga.
course.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Maybe if he's working for a female Ogasha.
No, for a fellow man, a man has a man.
I feel like
a male PA.
the gender this thing for men are the ones that when they see they should be the ones to say, oh, thank God, though it's not specifically for men, it's specifically for women. But it's our
Especially
own.
like
it's
this
like
kitchen,
in our own
cooking
part.
and all of these things now.
You see,
It's limited.
in our own
It's not
part now, it's
limited.
more
The
like
best chefs are
cheating.
men.
It's more like we can
Yeah,
do it. Why
but
won't they allow
some
us?
people
Because we are
don't- they
women.
don't-
Yes,
But
but their
for
own part is
them-
like they relegated it down to us. Wait. Hold on, I think I'm lost.
You don't even let me land.
Oh,
You
sorry,
just
I'm so
talk.
sorry.
Error in parallel.
Sorry, continue. I'm so sorry about
But
that.
Sha, I would say that for every man, like the gender, whatever, don't know what you said. I don't think it exists for men. It only should exist in the women area, because men, you people have lots of privileges, lots, and the ones that you people are not privileged to know.
But
It should be that way. You must not know everything. Yes. You will, the men that went to learn gynecologists and be choking hands. You will not still know everything inside. You are not a woman.
But you know the funny thing is,
see,
I went to the
The one
gynae
that
one
turned
day.
to women, you will not still know everything.
Do you know I went to the gynae one day, and then it turned out it was a man.
Me
And
too.
for
I've
some
gone
reason, I was so uncomfortable.
Me
He
too.
was like, "Take off your clothes." I said, Daddy, you wanna rape me? What's going on here? And then he was just making some comments, and I was just so uncomfortable. I was like, I don't want this. I understand you're a doctor, you are trained for this, and you're not going to get any like reaction, or anything. But it just still felt weird. And then he was doing all his assessment. I said, hey, excuse me, what's going on here? Like I would rather, I was even telling my boss, I would rather have a female gynae than a male gynae.
Yes,
I don't care if you're professional or anything.
I made that mistake. I didn't know it was a man. I thought it was a woman. They would just call the doctor's son, and you just say, okay, doctor, so and so. Then I enter, and I saw that it's a man. I didn't say I should go and stay there and remove my. I'm not looking at the man like, what? He said, no, just go there, take it off, and he just closed the curtain. Like, okay.
Yo, so that I come to come and see
okay,
everything.
then your curtain closed. What about me? The person, I mean, this how my legs were like this.
So
The man now came. The man now
I
came
didn't
and
hear what
like,
you said, anyway. But let me say this.
see, that was I felt used that day. I felt like, please, I think this gynecology should be
A women thing.
Yes.
You know, I will always say that
To
the
make
reason
women
why
feel safe.
things have become so up and down
Because
like
we have
this.
perverse.
Habasu, have you done that gynecologist work? You have done it. He works
Maybe
in
we
all
should,
sectors.
those ones that used to
Ask
examine
him.
men.
Ask him. You've examined a woman.
Amen. So,
Why?
so
Why?
let me say this quickly. Now, the reason why things are actually like this, we are not like, this person, why is this person, is because we actually fell. It was not like this.
You people fell where?
The fact that they keep blaming us.
Hold on now.
From the Garden of Eden till now, they are still
You people
blaming
should
us.
rest.
See,
Rest in
it's
Jesus' name.
because-
If did it, I did not do it.
It's because
Am I Eve?
It's because man fell. Hope you know, animals are still naked.
Even though.
Upon
And yet they are not ashamed. So it's when you see a man as a gynecology and you are having an emotion towards a patient, because when you mention that patient is supposed to first of all kill your adrenaline, kill your all the hormones around you, your oxytocin and all of them. Let it kill it first. This is a patient. Do you get? But for example, as a man or as a man gynecologist, you now begin to have emotional attached to something when you are doing something and things go through your head. You are not trained.
But it's not. We're not saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I felt uncomfortable as a person.
Yeah, because something is running through your mind.
No.
So why
Apostle is
you
a complete stranger.
No,
That is a man.
But you came for a
What she's talking about is that she would have been comfortable
Apostle,
with
if
Coming
with
for
her
the
do
friend.
men have
Yes, they have
men
post-rates,
doctor?
whatever. If a
Imagine a
woman
woman
is if a woman wear glove and is now inserting your
wait.
whatever,
Imagine the
you
one-
are- we
Of
become-
course.
Don't say that again, my sister.
Of course. For example, if we
They have
have
examination
male patient now, for example, is it male now? Yes, if we have male patient in the hospital, sometimes when we come and like someone want to hand over to us, maybe that do overnight and all of that, we found out that the fish pipe on the male organs and all, and it was female that did it.
That one is different because we have
So that means they
emergency
don't.
situations
So what am I saying?
where we need professionals. Those
Okay,
are emergency,
so-
like when a
so
woman
men
is
don't
in
need
labor.
professional.
No. A gynecologist where
Uh-huh.
you just be checking.
Do you
We need a woman to be checking, not the man to
do you,
check.
do you really know that you might know yourself? But the reason why some women still go for study is to know what this thing they are seeing in their body, what is called.
That's
and what
why we
is
need a female
what is the function,
gynecologist.
what is the- But it's not our fault that women are
So,
not
I
rising to the
Apostle,
standard.
will you let a man check you?
a woman.
A woman.
No, a man.
No, a man. Sorry.
Will you let a man check you? Like a male doctor, will you let him be doing all those things for you?
A man.
Yes.
Check me as a man.
Yes.
Of course.
Sorry, let me read some of
You
this
mean
comment.
to examine me?
Yes.
Of course. Why can't you? Even if it's a female, you can examine me, no problem.
Anyway, let's shall read these comments. It's already said that gender okay, he said
Gender balance.
wait oh. Then we shouldn't have females doing surgery for men if midwifery is only for women. Mr. Shegun, I see you. Ayodeji said gender balance in relationship and work, it boils down to what we normalize in Africa. We need to normalize nurses as men, hairdressers as men, gynecologists as men, personal assistants as men, chefs, and the rest. But on the other hand, gender balance can't be balanced because of our unique traits, physical, mental,
Exactly.
emotional attributes.
Thank you.
You're a smart man. If we allow women to be women and men to be men, we wouldn't have issues.
That's all.
I agree with you, sir. Yes, no gender balance due to personal preference. Olayinka Esther. No woman is born to work hard to provide for the family, and no man should subject his wife to work hard for the family. Like hard job, hard labor. Mr. Shegu said, what of photography? Nude photography is trending now. Silhouettes challenge and stuff.
Those photographers, I feel for
I feel for them. Especially married photographers. I feel for you, sirs.
Wait, are you saying now they can do their job as long as they don't have anything in their hearts?
Of course.
Of course, they can do what they want to do.
Photography, and you feel they should be comfortable as long as they don't have anything in their mind. How will a man be comfortable seeing a nude woman that's not your wife?
Go and ask in the photography.
It's uncomfortable for them. I feel they are just doing it because it's their job. But it's very uncomfortable.
To be honest,
You do it, but you don't do
this is your job, right? It's your job. You
Are you
comfortable?
comfortable?
You do, abi you no do. Wait.
Apostle is in shock. Unlike I said, this podcast, laughing and crying. Well, I already said, on this topic of gynecologists, remember that they are trained for it. So as women in military, they are not seen and treated as women but men. So change your thinking. I can allow a woman check me as long as it's her job. That's why I came to the hospital.
So service.
Let's also talk about women in military. They've not gone further than where they place them. There's always a benchmark.
Who said?
How many women have you seen?
That general?
Yes.
Who told you?
I've not seen any.
You have not seen. That
Apostle,
means
how many have you seen?
Hold on, let's
You are
check. Google is our friend.
Have you seen any?
You are speaking on the standard of where you have also absorbed the knowledge of these people.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Have you seen
I'm going
online?
to check now. And let me check.
Check. I've not
Let me
seen.
check.
You see them there now.
Head.
Maybe in another country, but
You should
in
check the
Nigeria.
population or the margin between high.
The ranking.
The ranking of women in military and the ranking of men
Exactly.
in
It's not the
military.
same. If you say they treat every woman or they see every woman as a man, they don't apportion the same. They don't give the same position to women in military.
Who said?
They don't.
You
I
didn't see
mean,
anyone?
No.
there's no gender
What's
balance.
No. There's not.
So just like Ayodeji said, women have their unique traits. Men also have their unique traits. So it's best everybody just, you understand?
Stay on their lane. When Shegu just dropped something. He said, when I wanted to do my operation, a woman came and told me to go naked. I was uncomfortable but had no choice. So job is job. You are not allowed to cross the line.
Situation. That's in an emergency situation.
What is not
Just like
emergency situation?
just like a woman going in labor and then she has fully dilated and it's a man that is coming to come and remove. Will she now say no because it's a man? Then she's in a very critical position and she will have to open her legs. But I'm talking about checkups. This guy.
I mean, like, we understand that they are doctors, right? It's their job. But it still does not make it comfortable.
It's not comfortable.
Do you understand? Like, I rather the last gynae this thing that I had, it was a lady. In fact, if she told me to raise my leg, like I would raise it.
Exactly.
Because I feel like she has the same body part as me. And she can even like, but even the man I see there, I was like, sir, I didn't know what's going on here. He was like, what's wrong with you? Because he knew I was so uncomfortable, you know. He tried to get me to relax, but I could not relax. It just felt wrong.
Okay.
I think women are better in those aspects, in the aspect of caregiving and all. I feel it should be a woman's thing.
Well,
if men go for massage, they will not allow their fellow man to.
Okay, about guys that will say,
why would they allow?
Apostle, you allow man to massage you. You will not wear clothes.
Okay, this is a mindset something. This is what
Mindset.
mindset something. So let's leave it there.
Okay.
You've gone for massage before?
What's foster?
Is a man that massages.
Foster,
The woman.
Foster
Foster
general.
Why you don't use man? Why you don't use man? No, no.
Question to
Why
the
you don't use
house.
man?
Wait, in terms of military, is foster the highest?
I think
No, there is eagle.
general or something.
There is eagle.
They say we have hundreds of
No,
foster.
what is their name again?
Only 10 are women.
You can imagine.
That's as at March 7,
Field Marshal.
2023.
Field marshal. It's first. I don't know.
I think
I'll ask.
fosters. Yeah,
Fosters.
fosters. So we have hundreds in the US, but only 10 are women.
That's US.
That's just US.
Africa.
This is as at March
Africa.
What
7,
are you doing in the US?
2023. No, at least don't let us just even use it. Don't let us even come to our country.
I'm telling you, the ones
Well,
I know, I've not seen.
Deji said that women can't go beyond some certain limits because of strength and agility. 2, emotional entanglement. So they open a different area of service for them where they could grow. Don't
Emancipate. Emasculate.
Yes, emasculate men and women. Let's learn to normalize things. I mean, truthfully, imagine they send woman go battlefield.
I should start having cramps.
Imagine she has
They're not nice.
painful cramps like me.
She
I'm
won't
making them
hold
cry.
There's a limit.
Actually, like, I do agree, at the end of the day, like, everyone, everyone has their strengths. I feel like that's what we've gotten from this whole, everyone has their strengths. A woman can just spring up and do what a man can do. Like, it doesn't make that man any less of a man.
That is just
True.
it.
You are still a man. You remain a man. You remain who you are. Just keep doing what you are doing. Because last, man na man, woman na woman. We don't know all these other ones, We know he, him, and she, her. That's all.
That's all.
So, right here, all these ladies are sarcastic, Lord. Are we sarcastic?
I don't know.
No.
A little bit. A little
But-
bit.
No, a little bit.
I feel like we should just thank you so much. Ayodeji said he loves this podcast. I feel like we deserve a round of applause. Thank you. In fact, we should give him gifts for the most
Comment.
No. Participants.
Yes, the best participant.
This is
Highest
Commentator.
Highest comment.
I don't blow
Highest
gender.
commenter.
Yes, I'm a commenter for the
Commenting.
show. Commenter. Let's leave that commenter.
Anyways, Ayodeji, we give you someone should give him 3 gbosa.
Gosa.
Bo.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys were amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. We see it all. We love you so much. Until we see you next time, same channel. Don't touch that dial.
Bye.
Bye.